the other piece.
Okay. It takes you quite a long time. I mean, you guys are just walking. It gets close. You're just like, oh, this. I mean, it's an easy walk because it's just flat ground with like small. It's like rocks here and there. Mostly, it's just like snow scattered about. But like again, like Colin had mentioned earlier, where you guys are, where it's walkable. It's almost like the temperature's a little bit warmer where you are, but there's still a blizzard going on around you.
Mhm.
So eventually, I would say probably about almost an entire day of walking towards this thing. You guys get to it. There is in the center of it. You see what looks like the like a bicep and a shoulder sticking out of the snow.
We go to, I go to dig it out or pull it out.
Yep, it's a shoulder about yay big. Uh, it looks like it is a like a right arm shoulder, so it's not the hand that you have and the bicep and shoulder you have don't match up.
Oh,
Fun. All right.
does that fit my backpack?
Not
Uh,
all
no,
fine.
I mean yeah, your backpack is slowly getting filled up with stuff and body parts.
Someone else's backpack?
I don't think Obi can put it in his backpack. So, yeah. Considering Obi's a little kid, so I don't think he can carry
Jackson will
that.
put it in his backpack and tells little Gaius not to eat it.
Zelgaius nods his head.
Alright. So, what, once we put it in the backpack, the storm goes away, right?
It dissipates a little
Right.
bit. It's still around you, but like you guys before you picked that shoulder up and put it in the backpack, you guys were encased by a blizzard.
Right.
Now that you put it in the backpack, it there's now a more sustainable environment to be in. But around you, there's now a blizzard.
Carol Ann, since you have, eyes of an eagle and everything, could you possibly fly up in the air and scout how many of these, little snowstorms you can find? Like, how many you see?
I can do that. I get up on my broom and fly.
Hang on to a rope.
I can only go 50 feet or 60 feet then?
I
That's
mean,
high
we're
enough.
not. Yeah, if she's gonna do a rope, I think the rope is 50 feet long, unless otherwise specified.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you.
No, I'm just gonna fly straight up
Okay.
above the trees, so
Yep.
get a nice good view, and then I see what this.
Okay. So Rhea flies up. Uh, you can fly up, and the higher you go, you can see okay, yeah, it's like you guys are like the eye of a storm. So when you look down, you see your team. They're all like staring up at you. There's a pretty much a blizzard in a circle around you guys, like a donut, and you guys are in the center of it. And the donut is the storm. And further on, it's like there is no blizzard. It's totally warm, like just rolling hills and like regular flat ground. And all the way over there, there is looks like a cityscape, but it looks like it's made of icicles.
Ooh.
Do I see any of the singular snow things where the body
Not
part?
not anywhere around you now.
So you said one side I see it becoming flat and stuff like that.
Right, but but then miles and miles away, you see like a city, like crystalline cityscape, but the buildings are made of icicles. But everywhere around, it's you guys are in like a small little cold area, but it's livable. Then there's this giant donut around you guys right now that is a blizzard, And then after that donut, it's like the summer camp, or it's like the spring wood. But all the way over there, there's the castles and buildings and that kind of stuff, but they're made of icicles.
Okay, I fly back down and tell them this.
Okay. So, based off that description, would you guys guess that there's still parts in this area?
I don't know. I mean, there might be.
There might be, because I just might not see individual, like, things. As we got closer, we saw the individual,
Right.
sickle cylinder thing. So there could be, yes.
Well, do we go to the town?
Now that's a question. Cities really don't like us, so I'm kind of skeptical of going to the city.
Right, and now I might be cursed.
Well, that's a good point, though. We probably should go to the city so we can remove this curse.
Or
Because I can't
Or
find the monsters that can
they
do it.
could attack us and kill us because they think that I'm a monster because I'm cursed.
Well,
What if we have someone, like, check it out?
I would say, well, I'm going to ask Al Gaius if he knows of this city. It's all made of ice and stuff. I can't hear you.
So he comes out of the backpack and he's like, I really am not super versed in a lot of like Feywild folklore, but from my memory, the Winter Queen does have a city someplace. Like, and I mean, she's the Winter Queen. You're saying you're still a city of ice?
Yeah.
Kind of adds up to me.
Yeah, we can check it out. I have no problem with that. I'm just making everybody aware. What happened last time we looked into a city? They thought we were evil. I have something chaotic evil inside me. You never know.
Inside you and inside your backpack.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Al Gaius. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to go to the city. We need to remove this curse from Spiz, and maybe there's people that might be willing to help us find pieces of, their winter mana.
And maybe we can do some shopping. We have these rubies we have had for a long ass time.
shopping.
I would like to actually know what that curse is.
To hurry, but what'd you say, Spiz?
I'd like to know what that what the curse is.
As would I.
So,
Cure curse isn't even a thing. Oh, fuck me.
All right, so we head to the town then.
I think we should head
Let's head that direction.
if
Let's
everyone
go to the town.
All right, so
I've given up on looking.
the distance,
Yeah,
the
me
distance
too.
that Rhea saw where you guys currently are to the town, it's going to take you about 2 days of travel to get there.
I tell them that. I mean, we could. No, we don't have enough people to fly. That's right.
You have the broom. I have my soul form. Nyx can carry Obi and Jackson, right?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Oh, both of them.
Not
Yeah,
both?
one in each hand.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys...
Yeah, we could.
Well,
We
that
could
way,
fly.
that way we could go 60 instead of 40.
Right.
It'd be double. Pretty much double.
Yeah, we could cut it down a little bit
Yeah.
doing that. I mean, we're going to be tired.
Yeah, you're
like-
going to have to stop at least once before you get there.
That's fine.
Right.
So
But yeah,
But
if
I-
you're going to do that, then...
I'm cool with that. You guys
Yeah,
are.
I'm fine.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we don't have to be crazy high in the sky or anything, but just enough so we can go faster than walking,
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so we don't get lost in our direction and shit.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's pretty simple. You guys kind of decrease the time that it would have taken to get there. You guys do have to make camp again. So unless you guys are going to change anything, I mean, you just spent the entire day traveling.
Right.
So unless you want to change domains or anything like that, everything's back the same way.
Well, I'm still going to pick protection. I'm still on protection domain.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Spiz or Jackson if he needs more help training.
Sure, why not?
Oh
Pocket
yeah,
sand.
being blind fight training.
Yeah.
It doesn't take one session. Come on.
No,
now.
I know. So, yep. So you guys, because honestly, the actually a good test of training would be, as you guys are actually walking, periodically Obi just keeps throwing pocket sand in Jackson's face, so that Jackson has to like practice like moving and like while being blind. So that would be a pretty good lesson for him to learn, and a good way to do
Oh
it.
yeah.
Just every once in a while, just be like pocket sand, like, oh god damn it, oh, come on, give me at least a 5-minute break before you do that again, like.
And Vance is just looking at them like they're fucking idiots.
Oh wait, how many times could I do that a day?
So yeah, you guys travel and travel and travel. You get to the point where like Rhea will check periodically how close you guys are getting, and Rhea can tell now that there is this crystalline city is actually not on the ground. It's in like a huge body of water. And so the closer you guys get to a beach, and the water in front of you starts to freeze, and you have to like cross the water to get to this city.
But the water freezes
The water,
when we approach it.
Yep, because again, there's a huge blizzard going on around you.
Right.
So it's pretty much freezing the water in front of you, giving you guys like a bridge to.
Yeah, I'm still gonna fly over it because I don't
As am I,
trust that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I agree with Arlock. We're flying, you guys. We are not touching the ground.
Nex, pick me up, Nex.
I don't want to get
Oh,
down.
and
I wanna get
by
down.
the way, Jackson, just so you know, you got 7 times of pocket sand. Just go.
Oh,
He's got all the crusties around his eyes.
yeah.
Like he's got glitter in his eye sockets.
I hate those.
But I only do that for the first day we're traveling.
Yes. Not
Okay.
Jackson's like, oh, I
So
feel
then
like
we
I've been at a
sleep,
strip
and then I
club.
get all my spells back, and then we're going.
Glitter everywhere.
Yep.
So you don't waste your spells in the beginning of the day. Yes. Got it.
Okay. So,
So,
yeah, it doesn't take you very long to cross the water. Again, you guys can. There's a pretty big. You guys are like it's about almost a 50-foot radius of like where it's nice for you guys before you hit the full-on blizzard. It's like again this small little circle you guys are in is like surrounded in almost like a complete circle of blizzard. But as you move, it moves with you. So you guys see through the blizzard the entrance to this like pretty much palace walls, and there's like a gate, and you can tell that like it's almost like imagine putting how do I say this? Imagine like a case that you fill with water, and it's like super detailed and oriented, and like think of a like a plastic box that has the cutouts of a really detailed castle. You put the other side on it. You put it in the freezer. You take it apart, and it looks like glass, like perfectly. Oh, like think of like a completely clear glass marble statue of a well-defined castle, but it's melting, and all the details are starting to like this, like all these bricks have kind of like formed together because it's not as detailed anymore because everything's melting. Obviously, as you guys move, it starts to freeze up again. But you can tell that this place has been melting.
so we're making it not melt anymore.
Yes,
Okay.
you're stopping.
I'm
You're
assuming-
stopping it melting.
Okay. I mean, so maybe they won't hate us. So,
I guess we're gonna find out,
Can
won't
only
we?
hope.
we get a check go through the gates? We going in?
There is
Yeah, we.
yeah. So there is a gate. A gate
Okay.
made of ice, like an ice sculpture gate.
Is there like a handle or something
No.
to pull it open?
No.
Hello.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm okay with that.
That's what I do. Hello.
You do not. Right away, you guys are just kind of staring at this thing. Right away, you don't hear anything, but then you could hear like muffled shouts from like behind the wall.
You better not call my mom a hamster.
Like bad shouts or like happy shouts?
Like happy shouts.
Oh, well,
Like, oh
Hello?
my gosh, oh, and like languages you don't understand, but like, oh my gosh, it's happening. Like every once in a while you hear an Elven or in Common, like, it's happening, it's back, she's back.
oh.
Do they have a French accent?
Oh fuck. Sorry. Please, she is back. I can't. I don't know if I can do.
Hello.
Ho ho ho! Nice. The Winter Queen, she is back. Ho ho. Sound the bells. Now you're starting to. Yeah, I'm not. My French is not good.
But we yell, open the gate? I mean...
So
Please?
eventually, what looks like a blue-skinned person comes up on the top of the gate, and they're like, visitors from outside, they're in the center of the storm. Open the gate. And then instead of the gate like opening, it just like liquefies and melts, leaving it open for you guys.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
that is cool.
Yay!
Okay, you
okay.
guys.
Yeah, I'm getting close to Nyx and or staying close to Nyx, and we're gonna go in.
And I'm turning back into Vance, just a
Jax
human.
is still in Nyx's arms.
I think so. I think so. If we're still flying.
I think you guys are playing a game of don't touch the floor is lava. Like you guys do not want to touch the ground.
I mean, I'm willing to go down to the ground now in this.
Me too. I'm gonna be a human again.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
not.
down to the...
I'm not. But Jackson, if you want down, Nyx will drop you down.
Yeah. I'll get down now.
Alright, so Nyx will drop you off, but Obi's staying. Nope. Mm-mm. He ain't touching that shit.
We still have to build you that contraption.
And
Yeah, I know.
And then we walk into the city, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, finally a city. Oh man.
So it's funny that you guys kept complaining about. I'm like, just get there, and if you guys will just get there, I'm trying to.
I
many
gave you the
do I
city,
have?
you just need to get there.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have PTSD from hostile cities.
We're stressed out, man. We're very stressed out.
Yeah. Oh, please tell me I saved it.
What's 283 plus 18?
283 plus 18.
I mean, sorry, I'm sorry, 218 plus 83.
18 plus 83.
I swear I had that.
291,
Alright, cool.
I think.
How many rubies I have?
That's off the top of my head, though, so I don't know.
That
I would double check, because lately my math's been off. What was it? I got a calculator. What was it?
218 plus 83.
Yep, I was off. 301.
301. Okay. Thank you for double checking.
Don't you have a calculator? Don't we all have phones?
You know what? I'm lazy right now. I don't feel like getting my phone.
Are you at a computer? Like, put a calculator on there, bro.
Yeah.
White people problems.
Seriously.
Or just
I have
first
so many
pro-
calculators on me. I don't even know which one to use.
I just meant like first world problems. Like,
Oh yeah.
we should be able to do the math in our heads, but
Seriously,
Too much work, man.
I'm dumb. I'm a dummy dumb.
You smoking in the house, baby?
it's your one hitter.
Oh.
I'm just that much of a badass. Be like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, you can't do it, but I can.
I'm in charge.
Fuck you, bro.
Okay. So this again is as close as I could get it. I could find. You see these type of people around this city. So unlike in this photo, we'll start from the bottom down. They do have legs. You can tell that the female. So imagine a pair of pants that or when girls wear yoga pants. Like it's, but it's part of their body. They have like mermaid fish scales. While the men have more like crab like shell legs. But it's very natural. Like again, they don't like walk like crabs. It just looks like that.
Huh.
So they have like that. It looks like their bodies, like their bottom part of their legs, like their pants from like their feet to their waists, is either if they're a female, it is fish scales. If it's a male, it's like crab shells, like all over.
Are the males like noticeably shorter, or are they all like about the same height?
No, the male. You can tell with this society that usually males tend to skew taller.
Okay.
And they do have like a very beachy looking dress on. So I will say, they have those pant like that's part of their body. They are humanoid from the waist up, and unlike in this picture, women don't wear tops. Everyone is just shirtless from there up, and they have very you can see like their skin kind of changes like the shimmers on the bottom of like the shimmers on the bottom of a pool or like a really clear water. It's doing that with their skin, so their skin looks like the bottom of a pool.
Huh.
Oh,
It's
and
kinda-
their hair is actual. It looks like very dread-like, but they're like tentacly they're like water spout things. They're obviously fleshy, but they kind of move like water streams.
Huh. Sweet. I like them.
Interesting.
So there's some
So-
type of merfolk.
Sort of, but yeah, they don't have tails. They actually have legs, and
Okay.
yeah, they have a very under the sea kind of thing going.
All right.
And people, you start to see them. They they notice you, but the more people you pass, they're all celebrating. The people that are close to you are like hugging each other, and they're like, "She's returned. She's back. She's fine. She hasn't forsaken us."
She who?
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna go up to one of them who's celebrating and ask, she who?
She goes,
She-
you go up to a woman who's hugging another woman, and turns to you, and she goes, "The Winter Queen, the cold, the storm is back. It means that she's finally returned home to us."
I'm gonna ask someone who's like, who's in charge of the city?
She's like, "The Winter Queen, of course."
I mean, besides, like, who's below her?
We all are.
Okay, yes, but does she have like a subordinate that maybe like a second in command?
No. They look kind of puzzled. They're like, "Why? She's almighty. She doesn't need help running the city. She doesn't."
Fair enough. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys happen to have any healers or oracles that could help us remove a curse?
Or a couple of curses.
Yes. So they're like, "Yes, of course. Are any of you ailing?"
Yeah.
We have
Who
little
raises
Obi
his
over
hand?
here, and we have
Obi.
Jackson who swallowed some birds.
Yeah. And again, you're talking to she's like 17, 18. And she's kind of like, okay, that's kind of weird. But she's like, I can show you to the town healer.
Please.
Yes, please. Let's.
And would you mind if I ask, what race are you?
She's like, oh, I'm an Undine. She's like, you must be from the Spring Wood.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where we come from the town of Belize.
She's like, I've never seen a sylph in real life before, but it's nice to meet you.
Well, not a sylph now.
Oh,
but,
you're not?
No, I turned back into a human.
He did. He did turn back into.
Oh,
Yeah, he did
damn.
say that.
Okay. Nope, never right. Retcon.
Damn it. Okay.
The one time you take...
Well, when he walked into the city, he said.
No,
that he turned
I missed that.
back
I
into-
missed him say that. I didn't hear him say
Yeah.
He turned back into himself once he
that.
got.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Retcon that. Yeah, so she's like, yeah, I'll bring you to the best healer in all of Lade Misto, which she's
Lade
referencing is the name of the city.
Yeah. Lade Misto.
So?
Okay. How do you spell that, Jake?
L''A'' D''O''V''E' with an umlaut.
Lade Misto?
Lade Misto.
Okay. All right.
And what was the name that she is? Like these.
Undine.
Undine.
That's their race. Yeah. I can turn into one of them now. Yay.
So yeah, she brings you again. You guys keep passing people that are just happy and hugging each other, and they're like, "Oh, let's to the bar, celebrate! The Winter Queen has returned."
Okay, well, we'll explain it to the cleric or person. She might at least be. Let's not. Like, make the city-
I'm just telling the scene. Like, there's
Oh,
just-
okay.
You guys are walking through this ice city, and then just everybody else is just fucking just happy. The whole town is just like, yes, she's returned.
So I want to lean over to Jackson and just be like, so what happens when they find out we only... And I'm whispering this, by the way, just so you know, like whisper, whisper. So what happens when they find out we only brought pieces of the queen?
Jackson looks and goes,
Let's hope they don't find out.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That should be your motto. Okay, good.
That is our
Hey
motto.
man, one step at a time. One step at a time.
Yeah, what's that? Jackson's been through a lot, man. He's gonna cross that bridge when we get there.
He's more focused on his curse. He's like, yes, maybe we can get rid of this.
I'm actually very interested in what it actually is. Because
Yeah.
depending on what it is, we'll see.
All right. So we follow her to the.
Yep.
Yeah, to
So
the
you
healer.
guys go in. She when you get to again, all the it's as if when you're walking, like there are no if a door is closed, it looks like it's just part of an ice sculpture. So when you go up to the door, she just puts her hand on it and it melts away, and now the door is open. Like it's just an open doorway. So you guys walk in, and it's just like any other, healing. There's, things like brewing and incense and things hanging from the ceiling. When you guys come back in, the door goes right back in, and now it looks like it's part of the wall.
Okay.
Is
So-
anyone in?
Yep. So there is a, you can tell an older, Undine. You could, as you were walking, you could kind of gauge this was probably age-wise, and unlike other like the other seasons you've been to and met that kind of the people of that season, they are not like the elves who don't age. Once elves will reach a certain age and stop aging. All of these other creatures you've met, like sylphs and the Ifrits and these guys, it looks like they age normally. So it's an older female, and she's like, "Oh, hello, young one. You seem to have brought me some new friends."
Hello. Yes.
She's like, "Hello, dearie."
We were wondering if you could help our friend here. Seems to have a curse on him that we're not quite sure what it is. And I point to Jackson.
Oh, she's like, "Well, no, come in. Let me get a better look at you." And she's got like a piece of driftwood, and she's kind of like walks around the table, and she's like, "Come closer. I don't. My eyes aren't what they used to be."
All right, I get closer.
Oh, you are a big one, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm kind of. I'm a little average from where I come from, but yeah.
So she picks her hands up. She like grabs your face, and like her touch is really cool. Think of filling a plastic bag with like ice cold water, and then sealing it up and putting that ice cold bag, that plastic bag on your face.
Okay.
That's kind of it does it almost has that almost kind of like that consistency. Something it's the skin. Their skin is very amorphous. Like it's almost like there's a thin membrane, and then there's water underneath.
Okay.
So she feels you, and she's like turning your head and whatnot, and she looks at your armor. She goes, "Oh, hello, little one," and you hear a parent. She's like, "Hello, ma'am," and so somehow she could see him, but so what she
I tell her parent says hi.
no, she's like, "Oh, I know."
She can see and hear him. Awesome.
So she puts her hand right on your. She's like she's feeling all around you, and eventually she gets to your chest. She's like, "Oh no, this is not good." She like takes her hand. You know, like how in Kill Bill she does like the if you punch from a certain far away. She presses her fingers up against Jax's breastplate. Her hand starts to go through his armor. Jackson can feel the fingertips like pressing into his skin, and like you can see her hand disappear into Jackson's chest. And
She's inside you.
it feels like someone's like ice cold hand is reaching straight into your chest.
What's going on? What are you doing?
And then she's like, "Shush, let me work." And she takes her hand out. She's like, "Yes, this will take some time to find out. This might be even above my grade of healing."
When will
Whatever you can
feel
do.
there's something you can do?
She's like, "Well, I'm going to need time with him. He needs to stay here if I'm to take care of him properly."
Okay. Well, we can go shopping for you. Is there anything you need if we can find it?
Spell resistance or something with reflex.
You want like a
Or
blunt
maybe
weapon?
will. Huh?
You want a blunt weapon?
Yeah, I also need a hammer too.
A hammer?
Fuck yeah, shopping trip.
Obi jumps out of Nyx's arms and be like, "All right, me next.
Yeah, our little friend here needs he reverted back to a younger age, and we were hoping you could maybe look at that and
Well,
get him.
the age thing's not really the issue. It's more the kiss mark that's on my forehead.
Again.
That too.
There's other things going on.
I have more than one.
All right, yeah, let's do AJ real quick. See if she can help him.
Which one are we asking about first?
The
whatever Obi thinks is more important.
kiss mark, for sure.
Kiss mark.
I can deal with being a kid. That's fine. Like, it actually kind of benefits my stats, so I'm all right with it. But
Okay.
the kiss mark thing, that's... I don't know what it is.
She goes over to you, and she leans down, looks at you, and she's like, "Oh boy, how are he again?" She's like,
Again.
I'm sorry, young man. You have chosen to deliver some sort of message for her, and unfortunately, there's no way to get rid of it until you've delivered that message.
Any chance you could tell me what that message is?
Oh no, that her wilds and tricks are way too beyond my capabilities.
Ellie kind of pouts. He just sighs and kind of like
Well,
turns around and and kind of like turns around and just jumps back in Nick's arms.
You want to ask about the age thing?
No,
I
that's
think he wants to be a kid still.
So, yeah, the thing is that actually helps him to be a kid a little bit.
Real bad.
It hurts him in other things, but some of the things actually do benefit him.
Hmm.
I just,
All right.
just
So I guess Jackson's thing.
So as of this moment, I would probably prefer to be a kid,
okay.
even though it is kind of a hassle. But meh.
So
A little
go
bit,
shop-
yeah.
you can get new clothes, AJ. You don't have to wear clothes that are like torn and slightly
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
different.
Just
that's
some new
what I'm
armor.
He's still like flopping around, and it's like,
No, we did.
Yeah.
We did manage to.
Oh, that's right, you
We did
cut 'em up.
decide to cut it off.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
cut them a little bit, but they're still like frayed and look ridiculous. I mean, they're still baggy on you. I mean, a little bit.
Right.
Come
I
on.
look like one of those like orphan like little children you find on the streets.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, and also before you leave, if you guys find some spices, let me know.
oh,
Get some.
Spices, yes, okay.
this is heard.
I'm gonna shop
Okay.
a shit ton if I can.
So where to first?
Hold on 1 second before
We
you
should
guys
ask
can
for
talk about it,
directions.
Well, we're gonna ask her to where to go shopping.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
Well,
guys.
where do we want to go first? Decide where we want to go first. Like, are we going for like general goods? We going for weapons? We going
We should
for
find- we should-
magic stuff?
I have some stuff I want to sell. Like I have like gloves of longbow, gloves of hand axe +3, like shit I don't really need.
Okay, so we'll go weapons first.
Okay.
Because more than likely they'll have like. They can
And also
sell
I have a
armor.
bone razor. I have like some cursed items I feel like too, like bone razor and the anatomy doll.
Yeah, I don't think you should probably get rid of those.
No, I'm not gonna get rid of them, but I'm saying like I could like I don't know.
Hey, Rhea, I am going to give you all of my gold and my rubies,
Okay.
so you guys can use that to buy stuff.
What is it?
16,000 gold and 208 rubies.
How do I have 301 rubies?
What are you willing to spend on a weapon? Then let's since I'm doing your shopping and Jake's gone and we can't ask where the shops are.
I would think Rhea would know what a good price for a weapon would be.
Fair enough. Okay.
So I'm going to trust your judgment on that.
Technically, none of us know that because we don't know this currency.
Right. It might not. I know, but it's more along the lines of
The quality of the weapon and stuff.
right. I mean, it's more along the lines of okay, so you know, I mean, they give kids 10 rubies for a fucking fish,
Right?
Yeah.
so you can almost kind of scale off that.
Yeah.
I mean,
We found
you know,
150 in a lockbox. Or I'm sorry, 500 in the lockbox, and we got 150 each.
right.
So I would assume that's a lot of money, right? 500.
I mean, to
I hope
an
so.
extent, but I mean, I would think that you know, if you're looking at, yeah, I mean, if you're looking at a weapon or whatever, I mean, you could kind of go, okay, well, you know, maybe 100 rubies is the highest that they're gonna go.
Do you have like a specific like weapon type you're looking for, Jackson?
Yeah, I had it. It was a warhammer, I believe.
A warhammer. Okay.
Yeah, it's one-handed. Hang on.
Because if we could find something like that, then that would be very beneficial to you.
Yep.
I want some like armor. I want some like mithril armor if I can find any.
That's gonna run you pretty. That's expensive.
I know, but figured I would ask.
What? Nickel sense? Oh, sorry, I can't say that yet.
Yeah, so it's going to be a warhammer. I mean, Rhea pretty much knows that you can get a warhammer for like 12 gold.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Should be very fairly cheap then. This
Yeah,
is like a
should-
plus something that's Warhammer or whatever, like +1, +2. Okay.
It's not too bad for a plus on it. I'll be like, we'll see.
I've never gone shopping in a game like in the Pathfinder before, so
Oh yeah, this is your first time, but yeah, we're
It
gonna.
takes a while.
It does.
I'm okay with that. Getting new items and shit.
We're gonna go to the weapons first.
Hmm.
We're gonna go, and then I'm gonna get main supplies, like more like food if they have.
Rations and yeah.
Yeah, I need to go to a general store like really, really bad.
Actually, instead of the Warhammer, well,
It has been a while since we've been shopping though.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has.
If I can get like a new like, if there's like magic people here, I could like get. How much do you think it would cost to get like a magic enhancement on my swords?
It's not.
It depends on the enhancement. There's actually a table for enhancements
Okay, I'll look it up.
I'll
for
say
magical weapons
I have
on
an
that website.
I have an axe that's +5 electric, and that cost me like 30,000 gold or whatever to get on there.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think
But
Jake said 83 rupees. I think is 2,000 gold, or comes out to about. I don't know. We can ask him again, but
yeah, go with the Warhammer. I mean, I was thinking about a light flail, but
All right.
no,
where's-
go with the light flail. That's gonna run you like 8 gold in our world.
magic weapons. Where's the table, AJ?
So yeah, go with the light flail.
Light flail.
Because then I get the option for a disarm or a trip.
Oh my god, there's so many enhancements. Oh fuck. Okay, well,
yeah, they are, and some of them are actually really good. Like there's a good like tank one that every time you take damage, you send out like a burst of positive energy that heals your allies or something
there
like
was there was one I was looking at a few days ago. That was like give me like plus AC or something if I do sneak attack damage.
that.
Or, I'm sorry, plus to hit if I do sneak attack damage.
So
Oh, what was it called?
I want to ask here if you can tell us if they have. We want to get if they have a weapons place. We need general goods like spices and food, and then possibly a magic store.
She's like, oh yes. All those things. There's many of those things. There's many different types. There's many vendors that sell similar items. So there's many to choose from. There's not just one, my girl. This is a large city.
What we're asking is places that you recommend we go, the ones that you like.
She's like, well, I haven't really adventured in quite some time, but I have heard good things about the armory down the street. Ah, sorry. That was really hot. Sorry.
No, you're fine. And Jake, I think you told us this before a long time ago, but you said like so many rubies equal up to like 2,000 gold or something like that. Like you gave
You
us
never
like
actually found out what
the currency rate was.
yeah.
Okay.
There was a discussion about Obi's currency.
Could we do an appraise check maybe and see? Since we never really, I guess, did that before.
We would have to ask someone
Okay.
because you can't appraise something you don't know.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I'm new to all this.
she's like, yes, I've heard great things about the armory. It's the sign reads Cuttlefish Cove.
Cuttlefish.
Okay. And then you're good magic store?
She says, she's like, the magic store is on the same street further down. It's the name is Apothecaries and Anchovies.
Wow.
All right, and the general store.
You guys are killing me. Uh, elephant eel or elephant seals, goods and more.
Okay. Great.
All right.
Um,
I think we're going to the weapon shop first, right?
yeah.
Cuttlefish Cove.
Yep.
Yes.
Cuttlefish Cove.
Cuttlefish Cove.
We say that, get well, Jackson, and we will be back. Oh, and by the way, Jake, just so you know, Jackson gave me his golden ruby so I can get him his things.
Okay.
Yeah, 208 or something, I think. And he wanted a light flail?
A light flail.
Okay.
Oh my god, dog, shut the fuck up.
And
I'm
some-
nervous. I've never done shopping before in a game like this.
Oh, you gotta watch out for those hagglers, man. Some people con ya. We almost got caught in the Astral Sea when we were trying to find the currency of, like, residuum and gold, and this dude tried to fuck us, and we were like, nope. Not having it.
All right. If I can get this to load. So you guys can leave if you just mimic what the Undine girl did. You touch the door, it melts away from the ice sculpture wall, and now you guys see that the street is a lot busier now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy. Let's not ruin their mood. We'll tell the lady before we go. Let's do some shopping first.
Hey, Jake.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, do the townspeople look scared of Nyx?
No, they don't.
Okay. Okay. Good.
They might look at him weird, but they're not
Right.
scared.
I just didn't want the cause issue.
Fair enough. You don't want that to happen.
All right, so yeah, I'm sorry. You guys travel down the street. So what you're hearing around is like again, the streets are getting a lot more packed. Like when you first walked in here, there was like 3 or 4 people on the street. Now there's like no more than 15 people in any direction that you look. Like in little circles and talking. You can overhear their conversations. Like people from the South District are saying that they have no idea what's going on. They're all fleeing towards this area. Apparently, only this area of the city is back to normal.
Oh, damn it.
So everyone from all over the city is piling into this area. Also, another problem is when you go to read the signs that are above all the like the shopkeepers' things, the signs read like conch shell, fish skeleton, seaweed stick.
We should have a map. Damn it.
Because
So
you guys
doesn't
don't
say-
speak Undine.
All right.
Damn it.
Does Zelguise speak Undine?
Let me check.
Oh, he's with Jackson. We didn't
Oh,
take him
that's
out.
right. Yeah, he's not even with
Fuck,
you.
you're right. Damn it.
So.
Well, they might not like demons. I mean,
Most people
Well,
don't.
well, I'll just ask someone around the crowd. Like, I am looking for that armory shop. Yeah.
Right, and yeah, he points you in the right direction. I just
It is funny. You're right. Like, we don't know how to read their language, so
how could you read the sign? And in very much in Undine fashion, it's like it's not even written with letters. It's written with like C shit.
Pictograms.
kind of. All right.
So yeah, he points you in the right direction. You guys are standing in front of the door. I'm assuming you guys go in.
Yes, I put my hand on the door to go in.
Yeah, I follow.
Yep.
And you guys walk inside. And there seems to be a male Undine behind the counter. He's got like those like the almost like tentacly dreadlocks, like all like tied up. And when you guys enter the door, he's like, "What's up, dudes? What can I help you out with today?"
Hey, man,
Hey, dude.
we're looking for some weapons.
It's also really smoky in this room.
Oh, is it?
I hear this is the right place to come to.
Oh, dude, you don't have to look any further, man. We got everything you need.
What do you got for light maces? Right? Is that what it was?
Light flails. Light flails.
Flail.
Flail.
Like-
Hang on a second. I'm on the wrong page. I didn't think we were gonna go flails first. Oh, hey good, hey good.
That's what Jackson wants. He wants a light flail.
So while you guys are all doing your shopping and everything, I'll go last. I'm gonna go smoke real quick.
Okay. I'll go after Rhea and Jackson.
How am I in gloves? Come on now. There's a much easier way to do this. Are you serious? Sorry, hang on.
It's okay. Hey, Caroline, did Rhea have any gauntlets on before I gave you the Weapon Master gauntlets? Any gloves or anything?
No.
No? Okay.
No, but with Spiz getting the weapon, I think he should have the gauntlets. So he can change out his weapons.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you. You have them now, so.
Is it really? There's not a single one in here? Are you serious?
I won't have to feel as much, but I still have quick draw, so the only difference is I just can't attack in that turn. I can still attack, I can still have my weapons drawn and still
Right.
attack the next turn and still be ready without, doing all that again, but...
Mm.
But I'm also thinking, though, if we're in this town, see if there's maybe a tattoo shop.
Ah, yeah.
And if Rhea can do that, then she doesn't need the gauntlets.
Okay, so page 114.
And since we've gotten the hints about it a lot from Jake, we should probably get a handy haversack.
We should probably get a handy haversack if they have one. You're right, that's why going to the general store is good.
Yes.
Shoot, I forgot to give you guys my full plate armor as well.
For what?
My old one,
To enhance it? Or
just to
what?
sell.
Oh, to sell it. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna try to sell my long swords because my dragon plane is better than the long sword, so I'm just gonna get rid of them.
I mean, I have a Bone Razor and the Anatomy Doll I never use, but I'll probably still hold on to them.
Yeah.
Just in case. I think I used the Bone Razor once. And that's how we got that skeleton at the Freak camp. And I got like 2 empty potion bottles. So maybe I can fill that up with something.
We should also have that cursed dagger too, right?
Nope, I actually dropped that during one of the elephant the first elephant stampede. I had it in my
Oh,
hands,
okay.
and I was like writhing on the ground in pain, and I dropped it. Otherwise, I would have loved to have gotten that, like, the curse removed, and
Right?
shit. Ugh.
Okay. So you ask him about flails. He's like, oh, totally, dude. So you gotta let me know. Do you want to do some sick damage, or are you just looking for your regular run-of-the-mill flail, man?
Well, what do you got for, the sick damaged one?
Oh, sick damage, dude. Look no further than this guy right here. So everybody knows what a flail looks like, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
So it's like it hangs on a chain. You can like swing it. It's like a ball at the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he goes under he goes to the wall, which again is just a carved ice sculpture. He pulls open a drawer and he slides it out from the wall, puts his hand in, closes it. He's got a flail in his hand. So the flail looks like the wooden part of it looks like a piece of driftwood, and it's got some leather straps on it. but it's obviously driftwood. Instead of the chain, it looks like they're like rings. Like think of a chain link, but the links are made of seaweed, and the ball of it looks like a pufferfish.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
I didn't. Will Jackson be able to use a weapon? Can Rhea think that? Like, I asked him. I was like, so is this a special weapon that only Umans can use, or anybody can?
He's like, oh man, anybody with a strong arm can wield this puppy.
This
Can you give
blowfish.
me more details about it, like its damage? I mean,
So
anything?
if you guys want to look it up, it's called a spine flail.
Spine flail.
So
Ooh.
he explains that this don't bother with the I made my own description, but
Okay.
I don't
spine-
even know how to spell flail.
FLAIL.
FLA. Yeah.
A spine flail functions as a +2 flail that deals slashing damage and has reach. Unlike most weapons with reach, a spine flail can be used against adjacent foes. On a critical hit from a spine flail, the victim must succeed at a DC 15 Fortitude save to resist being permanently blinded by the blow.
So does reach mean it has an extra 5 feet?
Yep.
Sweet, dude. That's awesome.
Spine flails are flavored by okay. That's all flavored text stuff.
Mhm.
That doesn't function in my world that way. You've never come across those guys, so
What is the critical hit chance for a flail? Let me look that up.
It's just 20. 20
Okay,
times
20?
2.
Okay.
Is that something cool, or should I just go? Like, how much is that?
how much is it?
Yeah.
So this is where I gotta do the math. Hang on.
Is that something cool, Jackson, or Spiz? I guess I'm asking on purpose.
We should also see how much.
That's my math too.
Yeah, like the currency. I don't even know what the currency rate is.
You
Like,
don't know.
No.
That's what I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to get my calculator to work. Speaking of calculators. Um. He's like this. He's like, man, the artillery like this is gonna put you back 130 rubies.
$130 rupees?
Yeah.
I give him. I pull out a piece of gold and tell him how many of these do you want for that? Out of curiosity.
He's like, I'm a weapon salesman, bro. I don't make stuff with metal, so it's not. I mean, looks. He's like looking at it. He's like, it just looks like metal bits to me.
The gold does.
Yeah, he's like, I don't. Maybe a smelter or a weapon, like a blacksmith might want these, but I've got no use for them. Because to him, it's just like round things of metal.
Yeah.
What's your just run of the mill light flail? Run me.
How much does a flail cost in gold? Pathfinder.
If worst comes to worst, Ray, just don't worry too much about it. Just tell me what you found, and then we'll do it afterwards.
Mhm.
Just because I'm not there.
It's only 8 gold pieces. Yeah, it's only gonna cost you like one ruby.
One ruby.
Yep. So a regular flail is only 8 gold pieces.
Mhm.
Yeah. We knew it was like small.
And the spine flail is like 13,000
Right.
gold.
I take my one gold piece back, and I pull out my long swords, and it's like, what if I put these in as well?
What are they, just regular longswords?
Yeah, they're just 2 regular long swords.
He's like, I'll trade you the flail for the longsword.
Like 1 long sword.
It's just a basic longsword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, I'll just if you want to do a trade, I'll trade you the longsword for just the regular flail. You guys usually don't buy magical items.
Yeah, that sounds like a sincere, but yeah, I guess I just don't know if he wants to spend, 130 of his rubies on that. So I'm just gonna trade him one of my long swords for the flail.
The regular flail?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
He's like, all right, man, totally, it's a fair trade.
Because if Jackson is fine with that, then that way he just has it and he doesn't lose any rubies. Yeah. I don't need anything else, but I was like, but my friend here could use your assistance as well, and yeah, I walked away.
I think she means me.
Okay.
Yes.
He turns to you, he's like, what's up, dude?
Hey, dude. Are you the owner of this establishment?
Oh yeah, man, I took it from my pops. When he passed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Hey, man, what goes around comes around, bro.
Ain't that the truth? I was hoping you'd have some unique short swords, by chance.
Short swords. Let's
Yeah.
see. Why? I'm having a real hard time navigating this thing today. Oh my gosh, I'm finding all the stuff for the apothecary, but no fucking... Where are the weapons?
Just out of curiosity, do we establish if this guy has any magical weapons or not?
Oh, that mace is magical.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
pointed out
fine,
a
mace.
or a flail. Sorry.
Okay, anything, or just the flail?
That's the first thing he's brought out.
Okay, okay.
Alright, this is getting ridiculous now. Sorry, hang on.
No worries. It'll give me a chance to look up some shit of my own.
Here we go. So you want swords. Here we go.
I do want a short sword, preferably.
Oh, this is... Oh my god, I still can't... Oh, that's what I should be doing. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up all my magical arms and shit.
Mhm.
I don't know why I'm struggling with this today, but...
Oh, hand axe is a slashing weapon too. Damn it.
Okay. Oh, that's a general use item.
But yeah, I just realized why I wanted the hammer instead of the flail.
Why?
Because my fighter's built into a hammer and not a flail.
Oh,
I just remembered when I was looking through all my stats and shit. That's the reason why I wanted a hammer. Oh,
well, I mean, we can always go back. I mean, you
so
can always...
I messed up on that one.
Well, you have a flail for now.
Yeah. Yeah. Until you come back and tell me what you guys found.
Mhm.
Yep, I'll tell you. I guess we'll just have to add first.
I'll ask about the Warhammer too, just to see.
But yeah, that's the reason why I wanted the hammer, because I had built into the hammer.
Alright.
Because I get a +2 to hit and +2 to damage for hammers. Just like I get a +3 for all swords.
Okay, let's do this. Page 72 to... Where is it? 72, 77.
Shoot, dude, give me Mjolnir. I'll take that.
Yeah, right. So he's like, oh yeah, totally, dude. Short swords. He goes over, gets something out of it, pulls over. It's a short sword. So the hilt looks like a shell, like it's made of shells. So like, you know, when you go to like Florida or whatever, and people like they make like alarm clocks made out of like shells. They stick them all over everything.
Oh yeah.
So imagine that. So it's like all these tiny little shells, like snail shells and whatnot. But where the blade is, it's like imagine it's like made out of ice. So it's like very jagged, and it's ultimately like an icicle, but it's got like icicles, like a serrating the edge has more icicles on it.
Okay.
This is known as, technically, it's a flame tongue axe, but I'm changing it to cold damage instead of fire.
It's an axe or a short
I'm sorry.
sword?
It's flame tongue sword.
Okay.
So this is a +1 flaming, and I'm also changing it from a long sword to a short sword. So you're getting the benefits of the long sword, but it's actually a short sword.
Sweet.
So
All
this
right.
is a +1 cold burst short sword. Once per day, the sword can blast forth a fiery or a freezing ray at any target within 30 feet as a ranged touch attack. The ray deals 4d6 points of cold damage on a successful hit.
And how much will this run me?
Let's get the calculator out again. That's gonna cost you 200 rubies, my friend.
It's a bit steep, buddy. What if I were to give you 100 rubies and gloves of longbow?
Gloves of longbow. Is that a specific?
I don't know. It's just something I got from... I don't even remember where I got it from. I've had it for a long time.
One of the things that we found that we just didn't.
Nothing's coming up for gloves of longbow in Pathfinder.
Let me see. Maybe in the core rulebook. Oh, look. I mean, they essentially have. I think they have like a +1 to your, like if you have a longbow and you attack with it, like they add like a +1 or a +2 to your attack and damage rolls. So I don't know if it'd be anything like super amazing, but
So if it's a +2, if we don't know what it is, then I'm just gonna go off the +2 table and however much usually. God, I hate Internet Explorer.
actually no, I would say it's a +1, not +2.
You sure
Oh,
it's
that-
you sure it's the gloves of longbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
On my character sheet I have longbow, or I'm sorry, I have gloves, and then longbow.
Okay. Because I mean, what's its actual what do they actually do?
I remember Jake telling me a long time ago when I got him, is like adds like +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls to if you use a longbow. I don't have a. I don't
It
think
sounds just like a basic +1 item.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be a whole lot.
It's not.
Money.
It's not
So
worth.
it's
It's not worth the 100 rubies that you're asking him to take away from. He takes a look at the gloves. He's like, listen, man, that's nowhere near worth 100 rubies.
So that it's a +1 on attack rolls.
And damage rolls.
Okay. Well, then they're not the bracers of archery lesser then.
Mm-mm.
Because that's the only thing. That's the only thing that shows up.
Yeah, that just popped up on mine too. I looked it up.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, those are some nice gloves, but they're not worth 100.
What about these +3 hand axe gloves?
Oh wait, hang on.
Yep.
No, because they're not those. Yeah. I was using those as okay. No, yeah, they're not even close to 100 worth their 100 rubies.
What about the +3 hand axe gloves that I have? And I whipped them out as well.
And he's like, we're getting there.
I have keys to a castle. To Queen Roswin's castle.
He's like, I don't know who that is, man.
I figured you wouldn't. Oh. Nah, never mind.
So he's like, listen, how about this?
Yes.
The short sword for 150 rubies and those 2 items, and we'll call it even.
150 rupees. How about 125?
Diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. That's one of my higher ones. What is my diplomacy? Okay. Oh. 37.
37. He's like, all right, deal.
All right. Deal. I hand him the 2 gloves and the rubies, and yeah.
Okay.
And can I also buy armor from you, or is that somewhere else I have to go to, or
He's like, I can sell you armor.
what kind of armor do you have?
He's like, I've got all the regular types of armor, man. You got light armor, you got like leather armor, chain shirt, that kind of stuff. If you're looking for some higher end stuff, you just blew a bunch of money, my friend. I just didn't know how deep your pockets were.
I got plenty of money left over. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I might be bluffing, but whatever.
All right, armor.
And he said it was 125. So okay, that's yes. All right. Let me make sure I did the math right. Ugh.
Shields, armor.
I'm looking for something sort of light.
Light armor.
Some light armor, yeah.
So he's like, "Oh yeah, for sure, dude." He goes over and he picks another drawer. He pulls out. It looks like a like a reed basket. Like everything's all like, but it's think of that, but with seaweed, and it's in the shape of like a chain shirt, but it's made of like these like woven seaweed fibers, and every once in a while there's like buckles or straps, but but they're like twisted up vines and stuff, and then like there's the long lily pad stem like leaves that are coming up and like strapping it all down.
Sounds cool. Okay.
He
And what do you call this?
he's like this is essentially he hasn't named any of these items. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you what they are. This is known as mist mail.
Nice.
The fine links is a +1 chain shirt from a pattern of with. You're obviously I made my own description.
Yep.
On command, once per day, the wearer can transform into a thick fog and fills the space that provides concealment for 20% mischance. This mist moves with the character. Effects that dispense the mist or destroy it cause the armor to reform into its solid shape on the character's body, as does speaking the command word or entering the phrase where the fog magic doesn't function. Also underwater. If the character tries on to don another suit of armor while in the mistmail, it reforms at the character's feet.
Okay. And how much are you asking for this?
This is
Looks like a fine piece of armor.
what's that? He's like, this could be yours, my friend, for 30 rubies.
All right, I can do that. How about what if we traded? I have a +1 chain shirt on at the moment. If I give you this and let's say 5 rupees, would that be okay?
He's like, yeah, this is a nice chain shirt, my friend, but this chain shirt, or this shirt here, he's like, if this, I mean, you can tell that, yeah, they're the same type of armor, but obviously the one he's got is made in a very, very different way.
Right.
So he's just like, yeah, it's a nice chain shirt, man, but not for over half of what it's cost. He's like, I'll take the chain shirt and knock off 10 rubies.
That's a fair trade, I think. All right, yeah, I'll put the mist mail on and hand him my chain shirt and hand him the 20 rupees.
Okay.
All right, so let me do all the math. Okay, cool. And that's all
He's like, that's my one big take. I mean, I have other armors, bro. I have other armors, but
I'm good, man. Thank
not
you.
anything like that. You guys are plucking some. You plug some money down, my friend.
Do you have any, I have a friend who's looking for a Warhammer. Do you have any Warhammers, basic or unique in any way?
Warhammer.
Gotta add all this crap now. Oh, jeez.
Okay. So he's like, oh yeah, totally, bro. He goes over, and he goes over to the thing and he pulls it out and he brings over a Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
So hang on, let me read the description. That'll help me decide how I want to.
While you do that, I'm gonna add all my items that I just got. Mail. Okay. And do I just call it a flame tongue short sword, or
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to
freezing
find.
tongue?
Yeah, well, it would. Well, the actual thing is called flame tongue, but I'm flavor texting it as a cold item.
Okay. I'll just be like ice tongue, or I don't know, fucking know. So I got one of those.
All right. So he pulls it out, a warhammer, and it as well is kind of made it. The handle is like driftwood, and it looks like this. It was made in a regular fashion, but like instead of a like a block of metal, there's just a big clamshell at the top, and it's covered with all these little like spiny sea urchins and stuff at the very top. Of course, I flavor tested it the way I wanted to, but where did I just lost it. And I'm choosing to actually, I'm gonna, because I've played around with these items a little bit. I'm taking away, I'm giving the inherent bonus to everything, not just this one type. So it's known as a dwarf-bound hammer. In the hands of a dwarf, which I'm exiting that out. I'm ruling it that anybody can use it.
Okay.
This +1 worm hammer functions as a +2 returning hammer. It can be hurled with a 20-foot range increment. When hurled, a dwarf-bound hammer deals extra damage or 1d8 points of damage to creatures of a giant subtype.
Ooh. All right. I will let my friend know about this. And how much is it?
Uh, 250 rubies.
Ooh, kind of steep, but I will let him know.
Alright,
All right.
guys. Anything else I can help you out with?
Yeah. Little boy Obi walks up to the counter.
Sorry, man. I can't sell to minors, bro.
It's cool, dude. It's cool. My dad's here, and I point to Nyx.
Okay.
He's like,
yeah.
oh, shit. I'm adopted? I'm assuming you're adopted, right?
Sure.
Is that a bluff check? Does he need to do a bluff?
Oh, no. This is totally not happening.
Okay.
He might be
So-
high, but he's not that high.
I'm looking for a hand crossbow. If you have.
Hand crossbow. Don't actually have any actual special hand crossbows.
I wouldn't be surprised. I just thought I'd give it a shot.
I'm not seeing anything. I mean, hang on. Let me try. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I have way too many windows open. Computer's starting to slow down.